welcome back to Knitting in Our Jeans. I'm Liz.
I'm Carolyn.
And on Instagram and Ravelry, you can find me as TooLizForYou, TOOLIZZFORYOU.
And I'm CPREDMOR on Ravelry.
Yes.
Yes, you'll find something on Instagram, but ignore it. I do Knitting in Our Jeans there.
So we realized that it's been 2 weeks.
That's because I was contagious.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
No one wanted to come near me. I was put in the sick room.
Which is my room.
We washed the sheets.
We did.
And I didn't get a whole lot of knitting done, but I did get some. And I'm going to say up front that we've managed to lose a baby sweater that I finished.
You have managed to lose the baby sweater you finished.
It's somewhere around here. It's not in the bed because as I said, we did the sheets, so it's not in the bed. It's someplace. I have put it someplace safe.
Yes, very safe.
But I did it while I was still sick. So the question is, where would I have put it with kind of a loopy mind? Anyway.
Anywhere.
Yes. Yes. So in addition to the other things we finished, there is a baby sweater. Finished. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
So.
And I'm going to try to finish closing this button. This is a sweater that I made years and years ago. It is a Kim Hargreaves. Couldn't tell you exactly what pattern it is. But it stand up.
Pretty lovely.
I like it. It's kind of got these nice, it's 8-inch, a deep hem, ribbed hem, which then goes into cables. And I like it. But you can see that it was when I was knitting big, because this thing is huge. It could easily be 2 sizes smaller. But it works as a jacket, so I wore it to church. But I think I finally got it buttoned. And I have now found that you don't unbutton these things, these frogs. You just let them be and then pull it up over your head. Works really well that way.
So in the last 2 weeks, I have finished.
Ooh, that was a close one.
A sock.
Oh,
one of my local Roots socks. I have to cast on the next one so that I can work on it.
And does it fit?
It does.
So good.
Yeah. So I'm very excited.
Very good.
I did it in an alpaca, so we'll see how it wears. Yeah. So that was exciting.
It's very good.
Trying to think. I finished something else. I was about to be like, I definitely finished something else. Of course I finished something else. I finished the little Pengweeno for our new priest and her new little one, RJ.
Oh, I think it's adorable.
I'm trying to decide if I want to put a little, like, closure on it or not. We'll see. I'm not going to bring it to church until next week, so I've got a week to think about it, really. Because I could do an I-cord over a big button.
Yeah.
Or a little button,
Yeah, that would be pretty. It's a very pretty sweater.
It is, and I'm pretty excited about the color choice. I did use another project as an example for the color placement. I like it a lot. Yes, this is the second time I'm doing this pattern. I still really like it. It's super quick and super
Especially
addictive.
Baby size.
Yeah, it's super addictive. I could see making another one or two.
The sweater I finished was the one that had the sleeve that was the contiguous sleeve.
Ah.
And it's a really pretty purple. We'll find it.
Yeah. So finished that. Finished the sock.
Very nice.
And while we were watching the Super Bowl, I finished the main color part of my sleeves. So I have 5 inches of sleeve of my test knit, which is the Softweaer update, something like that is what it's called. It'll be down below. And so I just added the new minis that some friends gave us and were willing to part with. And I'm going to knit for at least another 5 inches and then probably try it on because I think I want sleeves about as long as they are here. Which means that I'll have about 5 or 6 inches of rib cuff. So we'll see how that looks.
Very nice.
I'm very pleased with it so far. It fits really well. It has a good amount of positive ease, but it's supposed to be kind of sweatshirty in fit. So yeah, I'm really pleased with that. It also took me a while to just do the freaking sleeves.
Yes, well, with arms that are gargantuan, that's the way it goes.
They're quite long.
Very long.
Long.
What was it? 3 inches longer than mine?
Something like that.
Nice crack on the elbow there.
That was my shoulder.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It does that now.
So, I finished the one sweater, which we can't show you because we can't lay our hands on it. It's in a very safe place. That's all I can tell you. It's at a very safe place. I put it there purposefully. I remember thinking, whatever, we'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
But I have also finished one ribbed bralette.
Ripple Bralette by Jessie made.
Yes.
It's very nice.
I like it. And I caught one of the balls of yarn that was thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Rowan? It was thrown by our diversity council
on Friday after the kaleidoscope.
And it's a cotton blend of some kind. And then this is eucalyptus.
I think it was a Felice Crochet one.
I couldn't tell you. This is eucalyptus. And then I have another one that almost got finished during the Super Bowl. And yes, I've got a number of different needles in there holding it. But I had finished one shoulder. And I've got another one almost. I'm caught here. Anyway, I've got this much of the second shoulder done. I need to basically double that. And then this will be done. So with luck, it'll be done tonight. I made this one size smaller than the previous one.
And the one with the gray edging.
Yes. I made it one size smaller than this because this one seems to be loosening up quite a bit. So I thought, well, I'll go one size smaller. And we'll see what eucalyptus does when it gets wet. Yeah,
I was going to say, what is it going to do when you're going to throw it in the washer and dryer, too?
Well, exactly. So, it's
a learning
It's
curve.
A learning curve, and I'm doing this because they're going to be very comfortable for sailing. The bralettes that I was wearing last summer, the company that I bought them from went out of business. So I went, So I'm trying with these, and we'll see how these do. My husband really liked them. He went nuts as I finished the first one. So that's always a positive. And then I can layer over them
long
a t-shirt. I do these long sleeve tunics that are almost see-through to be that light. But I don't, because of the sun, I don't want to have full sun exposure all over. So I usually sail with long sleeves. Mm-hmm. So I've done that. And then I also made a washcloth.
Oh, and I am wearing my love note, which I did add the Katrinkles label to. It says VKL NYC 2020.
Oh, very nice. So I have a new washcloth. So I'm excited about that. But then there are also things that came in the mail. So,
well, we also realized we didn't tell you about what we got on Sunday of Vogue.
That's right. So, because starting that Sunday is we finished dinner, and I'm sitting downstairs getting ready to, we're kind of gathering our forces in order to record, and a fever is just washing over me. And I'm shivering, and I can't get warm, and I've got sweaters on, multiple layers, and a blanket, and then I realized I'm getting sick. So, this is what came in the mail. This is my Rebel with a Cause.
This was the 19th Amendment Club.
From Lady Di. So I have my button. I've got blueberry white tea, which I didn't want to try while I wasn't feeling well because, taste buds are off. Mm-hmm. And then I have a skein of yarn.
I think it's 3 minis together.
You think it's 3 minis?
Yep.
Well, very cool.
Yep, and it uses that Romy Hill pattern that you can download. I'll show you.
All right. So
it's for a hat that also can be a cowl. Right.
We did see it at
Vogue.
VKL. Yeah. So this did come. And then, did you see this? We also have a needle, an embroidery needle, which is great.
How did I miss that?
I don't know.
I'm very excited now to go home and try and find mine.
Yes. And then some peppermints. So that was a really great find in the mailbox. I'm going to put this in my needle holder here so I don't lose that.
I've been losing darning needles left and right.
And then the other thing, so the eucalyptus is what I bought.
Do you want to scoot over? Because you're like...
On Sunday.
Not a frame. There you go.
And I bought it at the same place where I bought this, Lana Grossa Lace Seta de Grade. It's baby alpaca. And I have a sweater's quantity. I have 6 skeins of this. And I wanted to make an etude out of it. So I went there with a pattern in mind. So I went and got that. And I'm really excited. It's so soft and it's incredibly soft.
It's like gradient.
Yes.
So it's going to be very interesting.
It'll be very interesting. I think it's going to be wonderful to wear.
Mm.
So we were looking for the sweater before we got on. And we found the skeins that I wanted to make my boy Lollipop out of. So that's on my list. And no, we're not going to do the whips or the works in progress today because it is after the Super Bowl. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs fans. They did a heck of a job in the fourth quarter. And two good teams. It was a good game. It kept us...
They actually played the entire time.
Yes. And it went back and forth. And it was very, very good. I had showed you the yarn that I had gotten for the Sequnce knitting. But then when I got home, I also bought the book.
Nice.
Yes. And I have already chosen the pattern that I want. In fact, it's called the Broken Garter Scarves. And the difference between them is how many stitches you knit versus how many you purl. So whether it's knit 2, purl 2, knit 3, purl 3, knit 5, purl 5. I like either the knit 5, purl 5, or the knit 7, purl 7, which is probably the one I'm going to do. So I have this set aside with the yarn to do that. So that's 3 projects right here on the desk.
Did you get anything else that last day?
Yes. I got 1 geek to craft them all. I haven't even gotten them out of the bag. I got a Coca-Cola.
Progress Keeper?
Progress Keeper, yes. I like it. And then I got the owl of one geek. Yeah. Hold still, owl. There we go. So I got those. And I like the Coke thing. I think that's really cute. So I got that the last day. So between the eucalyptus and that, these, I think that's about all we got the last day.
So is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
To exhibit my...
Yes.
I lost my mind. And you'll see. So, let me... So, we went on Sunday downstairs. I am apologizing preemptively for the crinkling. And we saw Lola Bean, who still had some of her silk yak blend, which she's calling Winged Bean. And so I got it in these 2 colors, which is Purpura and Dahlia. And I'm thinking I'm going to use them as the yoke of a sweater with this Lana Grossa Peruvian alpaca in this beautiful, like, grayish...
That's nice. ...color.
I've got enough for a sweater. I also picked up a set of minis from Destination Yarns.
They're pretty.
In the Vogue New York City colorways. I really liked them. They're really cute. And I think they'd be really good in a yoke or just... They're just super cute. And I really liked the color family. So that happened. And then I stopped by Neighborhood. And there's a new sweater out. And it's called, I think it's called the Saldana, but
we'll check on that.
It's the Sandoval. Sorry. I realize as I'm typing it what it's actually called. So it's called the Sandoval, and it is a...
Wow.
It's quite beautiful.
It's a jacket.
No, it's a pullover.
Really?
But it is a swancho kind of construction.
Yeah.
So the armholes are low, but at the same time, we'll see. And I picked up Neighborhood Edgewood, which is this beautiful deep green teal that I have loved for years. I have pet it at almost every shop and at almost every event. And so I said, screw it, I'm buying it. And so I did.
Some of these would go well with that.
Yeah, the problem is those are fingering and this is worsted. Yes, but that is a thought too.
Hold them double.
I know. We'll see. So, and then at the first place we stopped on Friday, there was this beautiful baby sweater called the Myrna that I will pull up for you. Myrna's.
I'm really disappointed I can't find that sweater because I worked very hard to finish it. I used every bit of the 3 Fates yarn that I had. This was the sweater that I was making out of the sock plank. Mm-hmm. And I got it to be 7.5 to 8 inches long. And I got decent length sleeves on it, like 6-inch sleeves. So I'm very pleased with it. I just wish I could find it.
So this is the Myrna Cardigan. It's a baby sweater.
That's cute.
And I got this yarn to make it.
Very nice.
I think it's going to be for Chloe, obviously. Let's be real.
Mine's for Chloe, too, if I can find it.
Yeah. Well, I think this will be for when she's a little bit bigger, because...
Right.
But yeah, I'm really excited about that. The colors are really pretty. And I'm, like, supremely excited. They're both superwash, so they can go through the washer and dryer, which is good, very important. So yeah, so those are things I got. Oh, I also, hold on there, it's in my other bag. Sorry again for the crinkling. But I didn't want to take everything out and forget something.
Right.
Then, where is my, here it is. And then, on Sunday, it was right towards the end, and I finally had a minute to get to Kadrinkles when there wasn't a big line or a lot of people in the booth. So, as I said, I got the little VKL tag from essentially my VKL sweater. And then I got a measuring gauge, which is super cute, and it's a sewing tool and a knitting tool, and honestly, I think it could be a carpentry tool too. And then I picked up a pair of the rose gold needle gauge earrings.
They're really pretty.
And I really like them. So I'm really excited to wear these. But I haven't been wearing big earrings recently because it's been so cold. And I realized I tried to wear the big hoops from Yasmen.
Yeah.
With my coat and headphones and a hat, it's very inconvenient. So that is unfortunate, but I will definitely wear them to work a different day.
Maybe Wednesday. It's supposed to be almost 60.
Maybe I won't wear my coat on Wednesday.
Maybe.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's 60 degrees. You may not need it.
Yeah, but it depends on how cold it is when I wake up in the morning.
That's true.
So that is all I got. Obviously did not abide by the budgetary rules, except for the fact that I could still afford everything. So that was good.
I didn't realize you had budgetary rules.
I was trying to behave, and that didn't happen.
I think I spent only cash.
Yes. You behaved yourself. As I said, I did not. I lost my mind.
Maybe there was one thing I charged, but I think it was mostly cash.
Yeah.
And I only traveled with about $250, so...
Yep.
Yeah, not much.
No. But yeah, so those are...
I know what I charged. I charged my suitcase.
Yes.
Yes, and that they got in the house and nobody saw it. I don't know how we managed that. It sat in the living room for a little while. Nobody.
No comment?
No comment. No comment whatsoever. So now when I go on a trip, I can take it out and say, oh, I've had this for a while.
Oh, dear Lord. It's a good thing he doesn't come up here and pay attention to us or watch this on his own.
I think he notices, but he doesn't say anything.
Smart man.
He's not that dumb.
Most of the time.
He's not. He really isn't. He says, you think I don't know what yarn comes in this house? I know what yarn comes in this house. Now, he could just be telling me that.
I think he's just telling you that.
But I wish he would tell me what I did with the sweater. Oh, well.
So, also this week was my birthday.
Yes.
And
last week.
So Sunday. Last Sunday was my birthday.
Did a big party on Saturday.
Yes. Which Mother attended virtually.
That's right.
So I did get some gifts, and I want to just shout out some friends. So I got a really cute notebook and candle and little crystals set from a friend from work, which was super sweet.
That's nice.
I got another candle from our friend Ashby, and then our friend Lisa gave me one of the Indian Tangled Twill print bags. A really cute flask, like super cute. I'm very excited about this. And the Gauge Intention Sun sock yarn.
Very nice.
So yeah, I'm really excited. This bag has been sitting on my couch, just looking at me lovingly, and I'm just like, yes, you're beautiful.
Very good.
Because it is. But I just wanted to say thank you. And in case you guys see this stuff, yep, I got birthday stuff, which was fun. But yeah, I had my birthday party last weekend, and it was a lot of fun. And
we
you
all
joined
gave
us.
Presentations.
Yes, it was a presentation party.
So I sent my presentation in, and I guess you showed the slides.
I did.
And
the slides were on the TV, and Mom was set up on the iPad with FaceTime. Giving the presentation. It worked out very well.
I showed everybody I was sick in bed.
It was very cute. It was also very funny because everyone was like, wait, is Mr. Dr. Predmore giving this? And I was like, no, we are calling in Mrs.
We're phoning
Dr.
this
Predmore.
one in.
And they're like, wait, what? I'm sorry. What are we doing?
We did it.
We did it. It worked out very well.
It did. It
yes.
really did.
So it went really well. I would highly suggest it if you have friends who would be open to doing such a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I had really good participation, and I mean, one of my friends actually made a new presentation while sitting there listening to other people's presentations because she had inspiration hit her.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, Tanya made a presentation on the spot. It's pretty phenomenal. Yeah, it was pretty great. It was why dating apps suck.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was good. But yeah, now, so now it's February,
Did
y'all.
Steph do the one on green? She was going to do something on the environment.
Steph didn't come. Steph ended up having to go out of town.
Really?
Yeah.
Because she sent me an email, a text that afternoon, asking me if I was going to be there, and Steph and Michael.
No! Oh, Steph ended up not coming either. Yeah, cousin Steph couldn't come because, she ended up texting me the day of being like, I'm totally going to make it, we have covered, her mother-in-law was going to come over and take care of the kids, and it was going to be great.
She said she was coming.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dear.
At 6:30, her mother-in-law's mother called her mother-in-law out, and her father-in-law apparently has thrown his back out or something like that.
Oh, my.
So cannot take care of the 2-year-old and the 2-month-old by himself right now. So they were not able to come.
And I couldn't step in?
No.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. She was so excited, and then she was so sad. And so I have a few friends who couldn't come and who really want to do 30 part 2. So I think we'll do that. I think we'll do that probably early March.
Sounds good.
Just because February is a little booked.
Yes. So we won't be filming next week.
No, we'll film next week.
Next week's the week after.
Well, and the week after, we might be able to do it on Monday. I fly in on Monday.
Okay.
We'll see. But I was going to say that it's February, and Mason-Dixon Knitting does a bang out a sweater in a month. So this year they're doing I think it's called the Main Squeeze cardigan, which I'm not doing. But I decided to pick up my Artichoke French again.
Always good.
Well, actually, I gave Tanya a list of 5 new cast-ons and 3 whips and told her to pick for me what I'm going to do.
Oh, so she did it.
So she picked my Artichoke French. What I'm failing to mention is the fact that I have had to frog and re-knit this much of the ARtichoke French sleeves, which is all I've knit of it so far, because I'm going to knit the sleeves first of the sweater.
Because she was doing them all in rib.
Yeah. So they were ribbed the entire way, not stockinette. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, sometimes you get a pattern in your mind, you just go.
Yeah. So, and I almost did it again when I was re-knitting it on Friday, so I can understand where I did it. Mm-hmm. But I'm also a little like, okay, can we, like, move past that now? So I've moved past that. I am now into non-previously knit yarn, which is good.
Did I get that also on Sunday?
Fuze? You might have.
I think I did.
I think you did.
Okay.
So I am working away on my ARtichoke French to hopefully get it done this month. And if not, that's fine. I'll have worked a bunch on it, and I will want to get it done faster.
Yes.
Or more so. So I'm thinking if I can, well, and I can't bring it as my take-along project, really, because it's this big. It's one of the Jill Draper Empire skeins. So that makes it a little difficult to carry with me anywhere. But we'll see. So I'm very excited to finally
gets smaller. It might get easier.
Yeah, and once I'm done with the sleeves, we'll see how much I have left and see what happens. But I think I'm doing pretty well on getting things done. I'm very excited I have to knit a baby sweater this week for a friend of ours who had their baby early in January. And so
that's the one I have the sweater for
over
there.
So I need to knit the sweater for them. Mm-hmm. And then I think, I don't know. We'll see. I'm in a very, I want to get things done, so I'm trying to be more monogamous. Mm-hmm. But I also want to cast a whole bunch of things on. Mm-hmm. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Before I leave, I am going to have to cast on the other sock, because I don't want to do that cast on. It calls for the German Twisted or the Norwegian. Right. So I'll probably want to do that not on the subway. But I can, knit on it on the subway.
Once you get it going, it's not a problem.
Exactly. So I'll do that, but I still got laundry going, so.
Okay, that sounds fun.
The problem with the Super Bowl is it's not like when you watch a movie or the Oscars or something. The Super Bowl, you want to stay for the commercials.
You do.
And then the game they actually played, so I was getting caught up in the game.
The NFL ad was really cute.
Yeah, the NFL 100 ad, that was cute.
That was really
cute.
We
didn't see any bud.
No bud horses. There was a couple buds that just didn't, they were just electronic types of things, but no horses. I missed the horses and the bud puppy.
And the dogs,
I honestly, I don't think there were any ads that I thought were incredibly spectacular, nor are there any ads that I thought were incredibly awful. So that's good.
I mean, the Rick and Morty Pringles one was a little niche.
Right. I had
both
no idea.
you and Dad had no idea what it was, and Dad was like, that was nonsensical.
Yes.
So yeah, but
nothing that was truly awful that you
not like that one
cringed.
Insurance ad a few years ago.
So and the game was good. So we did that. I will look for that sweater.
Yeah.
Because it needs to go to my niece. I know I didn't mail it out.
Oh, I also have been working.
Oh, and the other thing
on the Vertices Unite blanket for Fiona. So
that's sweet.
Yeah. So this is a huge section that gets knit out to match this length. I just haven't been working on it because I'm trying really hard to finish things that have kind of deadlines. Like the test knit should have been done at the beginning of the year. But we all know that just didn't happen. And then the baby sweater for the baby that was born actually a week and a half ago is now done. And now I need to knit another sweater for the baby that was born probably 3 weeks ago.
Right.
RJ was only born, he was born on the 22nd,
right.
23rd.
So I have the
like
other
that.
January. We just have one lost sweater. And I did buy something else on Sunday. We had stopped by Fuze. And I saw this gorgeous slate blue gray. It's called Peacoat. And I bought, it's 70% blue face Leicester, 20% silk, 10% cashmere. It looks
lovely.
Luscious. And it has 438 yards. And I have 4 skeins, so I have plenty to make a sweater. I'm thinking maybe ink. The one that's not DK.
I have that pattern, yeah.
Yeah. So
it's pretty, I have it started even.
So I'm thinking that, but you talk about being monogamous. I was monogamous finishing that baby sweater, then monogamous making one rippled bralette, monogamous making the second one, and, monogamous on my washcloth. I did go, what's SOS?
Student on sabbatical.
On sabbatical. I did go SOS in the Harry Potter Club, but I did the washcloth for one class in January. In February, I could do another washcloth in blue. I like these washcloths that I'm making because I'm making them out of Dishy. I mean, it costs almost nothing. And in the traveling that we do, if I lose them, it doesn't upset me. And they're easy to take. So I think I'm going to make a purchase tonight of about 4 or 5 different skeins or balls of Dishy. Just to have them around to make washcloths. And I can do all my classes then. The stupid thing. I'm going to sew it shut. Out of, washcloths and Dishy. And that would be fun because then I've got a use for them. So we have also calmed down a little bit about the catamaran catastrophe. It's sailing. I couldn't believe it, but on Wednesday. So I started calming down after recovering, and I said, I can see where it doesn't make any sense to buy a brand new catamaran if all we're going to be doing is sailing it around Long Island Sound. I could see buying one that's much older and therefore much less expensive, but then it has the conveniences that we like rather than being on this monohull. So that's what it got started on Wednesday. So Wednesday morning, my husband and I spent 3 hours looking at catamarans.
Oh, to be retired.
Yes. And so what we've decided is we're going to wait and see what the surgeon says.
Good idea.
And then if he says surgery, then we'll wait and see how the surgery and rehab goes. And then I think we're going to end up buying a very used one.
That's fine.
Which would be fine. But at least it gives us a living room. It gives us
space.
A nice dining area. It just
even
gives
the
us
3 of us is tight on services.
Well, yeah, but it would give us nice living space, and there's no reason why you have to be cramped up like sardines.
Or have your father brushing his teeth in the kitchen.
Right. And on a catamaran, the bathroom is big enough to brush your teeth in the bathroom. And the mirror isn't down here someplace. It's actually up where you want it. Just little things. I know this is first world problems, and I certainly understand that. So anyway, I'm still not thinking about ocean sailing.
We have not recovered that much yet.
Or if I'm thinking about ocean sailing, it's ocean sailing when it's projected to be flat. One should not go out in a tropical depression.
No, one should not.
One should not. One now knows this.
One being one now knows this.
So, but I can see not buying a brand new one. I mean, that would be insane.
In the membrane?
Well, we would have to have 10 times as much money as we have now to make that a mere bagatelle. Whereas buying a very used one is almost a mere bagatelle. So that's the difference. And that is, I think, about it. I'm going to finish this rippled bralette tonight. Then my next project is to finish the baby sweater that is this yarn. And I have been working on it a little bit. when I don't want to take things and tell people about the bralette that I'm making. We were at the yacht club on Thursday night. I took the baby sweater rather than, because it's me and a bunch of guys. And they love to come over and look at what I'm doing and ask me all kinds of questions. I'm not telling them about bralettes. I'm sorry.
See, whereas I'm like, yes, I'm knitting a bra. Deal with it.
I'm not going there. So I have started working on that. I want to get that done. And then I can start. There's my Myrna is downstairs in the same bag.
Mm-hmm.
So I could do the Myrna.
Mm-hmm.
That's an idea. Get that done. And then work on one of the sweaters that's here on the desk. Because if I do my Myrna, that'll finish a whip.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Then I could do something new.
I know, that's partially the reason why I'm like, ooh, we could knit on the...
One new, one whip, one new.
Yeah.
So that's, I think, about it. What do you think?
I think so.
All right, guys, we missed you.
It's a short one this week. We're a bit sleepy and...
Well, I don't have the sweater to talk about,
yeah.
so I can't show you the sleeves.
Yeah.
This is what's really frustrating. I'll find it.
All right.
Somewhere in the next 2 weeks. It's not going to fit her till she's 6 months old, so...
I mean, she's coming up on it.
Oh, she's only 2 months old. She's...
No, 4 months. I mean, you're talking to the girl who, when Chloe is 4 months, I will be finishing a building, hopefully, and everyone keeps counting down the weeks for that, and I'm like, oh my god, y'all.
It really...
Hold
off.
It's a little scary.
Just a little.
But so...
We will...
They're coming along.
We'll see how
long they take.
Sounds excellent.
Well, it's Erin.
So, guys, we hope to see you next week, barring any weird catastrophes. Have a great week. Around here, it's supposed to be like 55 degrees on Wednesday. I may go to the beach and take a walk on the boardwalk. Sounds good to me.
That sounds lovely.
Doesn't it? Yeah. All right, so we'll see you.
Bye, y'all. Bye.